Check out run today, cause tomorrow we race. What is this race that I'm talking about? This race is the COSTALUNGA trail that is going to take place in Mallare, here in Italy. And for this race, I'm here with my dad, but also with the top athletic team. And as you might expect, the other guy that is running with us is a member of the top athletic team. He is Manuel Bonardi. He's a really strong runner that is also going to run in this race tomorrow. For this race, I'm going to race in the shorter event that is going to be a 12 kilometers race with 400 meters of elevation gained. Meanwhile, Manuel is going to do the longest race of this event that is going to be a 50k, 48 in reality, with 2400 meters of elevation gained. My initial idea for this race was to get the course record, but then I discovered that it was held by this guy that I know that is an absolute monster in running, but especially in trail running, and he's held at 51 minutes. So I'm probably not going to be able to do that. Wait, I know that I'm not going to be able to do that. So my goal then shifted to getting the first place in this race. Is it possible? Well, I don't know. You'll have to keep watching. This race is so fast. Check out run done. Now, future me can talk about the race. So I don't know what future me said, but today Manuel is racing in the morning and I'm going to race in the evening. And right now it's 7:30. Manuel is going to start this race at 8 o'clock sharp. So it's better if I start moving because I want to get a couple of videos of him. Manuel started this race. My race is at 4 p.m. again sharp. So right now I'm helping my dad building the topo stand, and after that I have no idea. I'm probably going to do nothing for 8 hours. Of course I was joking, because building up the topo stand took us way longer than I expected. After that I had to film a couple of videos with my dad, and that also took us almost half an hour. And after that it was time for the arrival of the first runner that started the race the day before. He went out to see if the race course was actually fine, and it was overall really cool. And after that it was finally time for the arrival of Manuel. But then it was almost time for me to run. So I decided to eat lunch, and that was a big mistake, but you're going to see why later. Until now I did nothing, but now that it's almost time to race, I'm getting kinda scared. Poi a pause. I think I'm almost done with the warm-up. Now I'm probably going to deposit the GoPro, and then it's time to race. I'm so anxious, man. I don't know why. For this race, I started really strong. As I've already said in the video, I went out with my dad and Manuel the day before to see the race course, so I knew a couple of parts, and on the first ascent I made my first move. I decided to run and run fast, and I managed to get a gap from the two guys behind me. Then on the first descent I decided to push maybe a little bit too hard, and I managed to increase the gap between me and the second guy. After that, there was about 2 or 3 kilometers of almost plain surface, and there he started to close on me, so I was getting kinda scared and I started pushing a little bit more, but thankfully I got to an ascent, and there, since it's probably the part where I'm stronger, I started to climb and climb hard, and I managed to increase once more this gap. And finally I was starting to see the end of this race that absolutely destroyed me. So on the last kilometer, that was on road, I started pushing and I managed to cross the finish line in first place with a time of 54 minutes and 18 seconds.
Race finished. I also threw up at the end.
See why eating was a bad idea.
But now I don't want to talk about the race, so I'm going to give the consideration next. Now I'm going to shower, and after that I'm probably just going to have fun. I don't want to be too serious now. I'm too tired, man.
So, I think it's finally time for a couple of conclusions. This race was wonderful, but I think that it was wonderful not only for me, because of course I won, I did the time that I wanted, so I'm really happy, but I think it was really good also for all the other runners, because the race cars were fire. After the race we did a little party that was of course really good, and overall I felt like I was in a big family. So I'm really happy that this event was possible. And last but not least, I would like to thank a couple of people. First of all of the other athletes that competed in these races, because thanks to you this event was possible and it was absolutely great. Then of course I would like to thank all of the organizers, because otherwise these races wouldn't have been possible. So really thank you, because it was really great. And finally I would like to thank, as usual, my dad, Manuel, Pietro, and also Silvio, because you managed to make these days specials. And now I would like to thank also you for watching this video, and with that I'll see you in my next run.